Yes, Hamba, I know. Muhammad, he tried to copy many things from the Bible. Jesus worship Allah as Muslim. He put his face on the floor. Okay, but you hold on. But you Muslim, you don't put your face on the floor. Do you know how the Jews they pray? The Jews they lay down in their face, you idiot. You don't pray like the Jews. You pray like the Hindus. Anyone who live in Asia, he knew how the Buddha specifically they pray. Actually, first time I attended into a Buddha with my camera, Buddha temple, I was shocked when I saw how the Buddha they pray. It's exactly as the Muslims. You don't pray like the Jews. And let me prove that to you. And that will prove to us that Muhammad is a false prophet again. Once your prophet was doing a funeral, the messenger of Allah, SAWSFMOOO, catch up, mayonnaise, used to stand up and for a funeral, entered the corpse was placed on the grave. He used what? He used to stand up. So he do it always like this. Until the corpse is placed in the grave, a learned Jew, which means a rabbi, walked by and he said, this is how we do it. What Muhammad did? He said, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, act differently. Do you see it? You're a prophet, he's stealing from the Jews. When a Jew, he said to him, this is how we do it. You're a prophet, he said to himself, uh-oh, I got busted. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, act differently. You know, if he's a prophet of God, he will, and he prayed the same as the Jews. So what the problem? He will say, okay, this is how we do it too, because we worship the same God, bro. No, because he's a fake man. He changed it in a second. Because he's a scam. He got busted. The Jew, the rabbi said to him, this is how we do it. What if Muhammad was doing poo-poo when he was sitting down? What the prophet will do if a Jew, he says to him, this is how we do it. Muhammad, he will say, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, act differently. Like, what the heck? Why you don't give like, people? Muslims are giving me dislike, you see? Yeah, it says act differently, exactly. If Muhammad is a praying as a prophet of God, that's mean he learned this prayer from God. How you change it in a second just because a Jew, he said, this is how we do it. This is exactly what I'm saying. He said act differently. So when he found that he's praying the same as the Jews, Muhammad, he don't want that. Because that means clearly that he is copying them. So in a blink of an eye, he changed the prayer. How you do that? If you are a prayer, if you are a prophet of God. That said, this is how my God taught me how to pray it. So what? I'm not going to change it. I'm a prophet of God. But because he's a false prophet, who gave him the authority to change the way to pray? As you see, just because the Jew, he said this is how we do it, or what he said, this is how we do it. So if the Jew, he went inside the mosque and the Muslim praying like they are praying today, and he said this is how we do it, what the Muhammad will say? Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, act differently. Like what? This is our prophet of God and what they do.